Hi, this is Don Corrigan, and this is the reason I did this story. The story that we're talking about today is a story that concerns House Bill 722 passed earlier this year in the state legislature, which in part stopped cities from passing restrictions on the use of plastic bags because of the concern for plastic bag litter. The city in question was Columbia, Missouri, because they were considering passing such a ban. And Webster Groves here in St. Louis County also has been considering passing such a ban. There are a number of environmental activists who would like to see the city of Webster Groves pass such a ban. The legislature has passed this bill, but it was vetoed by Governor Jay Nixon. It seems that this bill may come up to the veto session and the legislature may try to override it. So why are so many people concerned about plastic bags, plastic pollution? Why is plastic so bad? We talked to Jeff DePew, who is a board member of the Missouri Coalition for the Environment and also a professor of sustainability studies at Webster University. He thinks that cities should be able to exert local control and decide to pass their own ordinances when it comes to litter or plastic pollution, as he calls it. So what's so bad about plastics? Why is there this concern? What are plastics doing when they get into the environment, to the human species as well as to plants and animals? So we asked DePew what his thoughts were on this.
Plastics are one of the most, I think, and I think I'm agreed with by many scientists and many people who study this, it is one of the most kind of insidious, unforeseen, toxic ways that we will really change not only our ecosystem, but change the human species. We all have some portion of toxics inside us because we eat all those lower level animals that have ingested plastics that have broken down to the point where they can eat it. So that's one huge area that is just incredibly alarming.
So what are the problems specifically with plastics when they get into the environment when it comes to animals? How do they get affected? So this is something that we also talked to Jeff DePew about.
The other element of plastics is that they exacerbate problems of just living for animals in the environment by getting caught in plastics, by especially any kind of a ring or anything that they can swim through or stick their head in or eat. And as we do autopsies in Fish and Wildlife, and we look at what's inside the animals that we've found that are dead, there's plastics in all of them. Every single autopsy that's done, there's some plastic in every single one of those animals, from birds to mammals, aquatic species, reptiles. So, again, plastics are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. They're in everything.
Jeff DePew also commented about Peanut the Turtle. Peanut the Turtle has become a mascot for the Missouri Department of Conservation when it comes to illustrating what happens when we leave plastic litter behind us when we go fishing or when we go on a trail. Peanut the Turtle got caught in a six-pack plastic container, and hence he has an hourglass shape. It's like a figure eight because at a young age, Peanut the Turtle got caught in a six-pack tab. That's not the worst that can happen when it comes to plastic pollution. So we asked Jeff DePew about this as well.
Well, that's a great example. I mean, you can, the fact of the matter is that we found Peanut, right? There are many other slow-moving species that get caught in these things, or birds that get caught in other animals that we haven't seen, that we won't find. Specifically with turtle species, and we really need to understand and get to kind of the root level. Turtle species are disappearing in our environment. They are really taking it on the chin, partially because of plastics. There is no doubt about that. Their habitat is changing. We are using up their habitat. We're destroying more wetlands. We're taking over more of our world and wilderness and changing that. It's not that we have nothing to, that we don't have anything we can do with plastic. We do. We can recycle it. It's ridiculous. So recycle virtually every single piece of plastic that comes your way.
Jeff DePew and other activists are certainly going to be continuing to lobby city councils and others to restrict plastic pollution in the environment. We are at an interesting crossroads when it comes to local control, and later this month of September, there may be a showdown between Governor Nixon and the legislature when it comes to what the legislature has passed, which basically says a city government cannot supersede the legislature's wishes when it comes to doing things like restricting plastic pollution or raising the minimum wage. This is a hot topic in a number of states. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we get to the veto session later in September. This is Don Corrigan with Environmental Echo. Until next time, have a good green day.